Hi, we're Owen, Lynn, and Maggie of Van Trekking Lifestyle, and we're really glad you found us.
And if you're new here, we're on a journey to find warmer weather here in Florida.
And our little Winnebago Rebel.
This week we left the beautiful Gamble Rogers State Park.
And we drove a little further south down the east coast of Florida to one of our favorite campgrounds, Tomoka State Park.
In this episode, we'll share with you the first few days here in Tomoka.
If you've heard that it's hard to book sites in Florida during the winter, then you've heard right. We had to book 3 different sites to get the time we wanted here.
We got to take our kayaks out on the water. We went on an awesome bike ride on one of Florida's rails to trails.
We made a really awesome meal on the induction cooktop where we did peel and eat shrimp. And if you guys will stick around to the end of this video, we bring back the section that you've loved so much, the Q&A.
After spending most of the day at the beach, we got to the park a little late. So we just set up camp, relaxed a little bit, and cooked a tasty pork chop dinner.
And we let Maggie go around and explore. We got to see our first Tomoka sunset. And then we tucked in for the night, hoping that tomorrow would be that warm day in Florida we've been waiting for. We're really glad you're here. Let's get on with the episode.
So we rolled the boats down. It is a little windy out here on the water. As you can see, the river is moving quite rapidly. I think we're going to try to paddle upstream and then float back down, as I think is probably might be the best thing for us to do. Should be interesting. I'm excited though. We didn't bring Maggie because we weren't really sure about the flow of the river, and also there's alligators along the trails. So we just have to be cautious when we bring her. We decided to take the wheels back that we rolled the kayaks down on because our site is right next door, instead of trying to lock them up since we forgot to bring the key to lock them up. I don't think so.
I think they would have.
Yeah.
We'll go. You excited?
I am, are you?
Water's really moving.
I know it. Better hurry, I'm moving fast.
One of the things we absolutely love about Tomoka State Park is it's surrounded by water, and it's especially easy to find little canals like we did today so you can get out of the wind. But on days when it's calm, you can go as far as you want to. So we're here at Publix, have the bikes out, have the Maggie Mobile behind us. We're going to go ride at Lehigh Trail today. Should be fun. Glad you're with us. So we parked at Publix because it's a bigger parking lot. We're on the trailer, as you know, so we have to think about things like that. We have about a 2-mile ride to get to the actual trail. So that's what we're doing now. but it's on a sidewalk and pretty awesome. In case you're wondering, 74 degrees outside today on January the 27th. Wow. Maybe one day this trail will go all the way to North Carolina, but for now it's an out and back. So to ride the entire thing, you need to turn around and go back where you came from. But it was just as pretty heading back. That's the end of that trail. Well, made it back. Yay, yay, yay. Finished our bike ride. Now it's time for a little parking lot picnic. Chicken salad, chicken salad, crab dip.
Last one.
You seem to be pretty tired. Did you have to do a lot of pedaling to keep Daddy going? Did you? Did you have fun? You did. I'm gonna get to eat.
So we finished our bike ride on the Lehigh Trail, and we want to thank Jim and Debbie, the host at the Gamble Rogers campground that we met, for suggesting it. It was an awesome trail. We enjoyed it a lot.
It If you park at Publix and go to the trail and then ride the trail and then come back, you're looking at about 19 miles of riding. And Maggie had the easiest job, but she loved it.
She did.
We're going to head back over to Tomoka State Park, and I'm going to relax, aren't you?
Yeah.
We're not doing anything else today. We have to cook, are we?
Oh yeah, we gotta go on a boat ride. Just kidding.
Here we go. Okay, so riddle me this. It's been a stressful afternoon. The first site that we tried to get into tonight with our van and the trailer, it was an exercise in keeping your marriage together for sure. And we're both still holding hands and still caring about each other. Things are okay, aren't they? Things are good. I don't think she's too mad at me. It was such a tight site to get into with a wall on, with a fence on. Anyway, so how do you relax after you have a stressful day? For us, get you a beer or 10.
He's got a crick in his neck too.
Yeah, get you a beer, and we're going to make some homemade steamed shrimp. We're going to take this beer, and instead of drinking it, we're going to put it in this water. And why are we doing that? Well, I don't know. It may have a better effect if we drink it. Got my little garbage bag over here. In here, we have 2 pounds of extra large peeled, tail-on, deveined shrimp that are fresh. Into the water also, we want to add 3 to 4 teaspoons of butter. Lynn's mom always said everything tasted better with butter on it.
That's true.
So we're just going to not worry about how much butter we put in. I don't know about you, but every time we're on the road, we end up buying another can of this Old Bay. We must have 7 or 8 of them at home in the cabinet, but we never remember to bring it. And they don't make this stuff in little bitty containers, so I think we're going to start bringing it from now on. But right now, we need to add a little Old Bay to this. And I'm just going to eyeball this. 2.5 tablespoons of Old Bay. There's 1, 2 and a half Old Bay. A little bit more. Alright. So now we're going to stir this. Let it come up to a boil. Once it comes up to a boil, we'll put our shrimp in. This will happen really quickly. I'll get back to you right before we put the shrimp in. See these in here, they're going to go in. It's splattering everywhere. Perfect. So now we want to go 3 to 6 minutes with the shrimp in. We're going to put a lid over it. We'll be back in a minute. You see, when you put the cold shrimp in, things are going to calm down for just a little bit, but it's starting to boil again. And that's okay. You don't want it to just be roaring and boiling over. Just let it take its time. Get all the love it can take. And what does this have to do with griddling? Well, you take a lot of the little green bottles to bring this up to a boil and keep it there. So we're doing this with the induction cooktop because, well, we don't have to pay for the electricity here. We're plugged in. It's a perfect combination to do that, and we don't have to worry about depleting our battery. We'll come back in a few more minutes. It should be getting close. Okay, let's check these. Oh man, they're looking good. Let's make sure they're pink all the way through, but I can smell them and see that they're good. Yeah, they're looking good.
They are looking good.
Wow. Okay, we want to turn this off. Some people like to, you know, cover them in ice and have it be a cold dish. We don't do that. We're going to put them in a bowl just like they are.
I think we should put a little bit of Old Bay.
I think so too. Old Bay is one of those things too that people always say the wrong word. It's easy to say Old Bay, but it's really Old Bay.
O-L-E.
O-L-D.
Well, no, actually, O-L-D. You're right.
Old, like
You're
me.
right. Like us.
Yeah.
I see another one in there.
Yeah, they're trying to hide.
Yeah, leave them. They look good.
Yeah, they do.
I think there's one more right in there. So
Swimming. I bet there's another one.
Sprinkle you some?
I think that's all of them, dear. Yeah, get it covered.
They're good?
Okay. Yeah, now we need to put a little lemon on them. I was a pro.
Use it. Keep it and use it when we wash our hands with it after we eat. Okay.
Right. Let's take them over to the table. Let me get me some cocktail sauce here. And then...
We've never done this before, have we?
No, this is the very first time. These are really, really hot. Ooh, doggy shit. Take the tail off.
Dip it, dip it, dip it.
Oh my goodness.
Is that good?
Do the shrimp.
Goodness gracious, you don't need to be doing the shrimp.
Here's shrimp. Here we go. You do it. The shrimp swim backwards. Oh man, good stuff. Holy mackerel. Put the phone down and let's eat.
All right.
So, what did you say? Are they any good?
Are they any good? I asked you that. What did you say?
You see if you tell me.
No.
Gonna do your shrimp dance?
No.
Good?
You shouldn't either.
Well, it's been a stressful day. You shouldn't be. Caught a fish, been out on the kayak, went to the grocery store. We got some chicken salad from Chicken Salad Chick, and now we're having one of our favorite meals at the coast. Wish you guys were here with us, but I don't guess we do actually because we don't have enough shrimp. See what tomorrow morning brings. Well, it was one awesome dinner. Here, let me show you what's left. Okay, look at this.
You got more shells than I do.
I think I may have eaten more than you. My pile of wipe my hands off stuff is a little bit bigger than yours too.
I'm gonna get these up.
Wow. With a good Maggie. Did you enjoy it? She loves shrimp.
You gotta wash your hands.
Yeah, yep. Sweet dreams, guys.
Welcome to our Q&A segment. As I've been answering comments this week, there's been a lot of questions about two things.
The trailer and the camera.
And we want to go into a little bit more detail on both of those.
So this is the first time we've taken the trailer with the Rebel, so that makes sense that we'd get some questions about that. Many of you ask, what kind of trailer is it? Well, it's a Sundowner 5x8 mini Go trailer.
For those of you who asked, how do we find one? The way we did it, we went to sundowner.com and you can search for dealerships close to you. We always battle whether we should take the trailer or not.
Love being nimble. That's the reason we bought the Rebel. But we love the amount of toys and things we can use at a campsite that we can take when we take the trailer. So it's a flip a coin thing every time we leave as to whether the trailer is going to come with us. But I've enjoyed having the kayaks.
We have enjoyed having the kayaks,
and the rooms.
But you haven't enjoyed a lot of the parking, getting in out of places. He had one really bad night where he tried to get into a campsite. We actually had to move campsites because it was so hard to get in and out of that.
We got in, but we couldn't get level. So, see, it's just a constant battle. If you're thinking about getting one, I don't know. I think I'd rent a U-Haul trailer and pull that on a trip and see if you like it. Because, to be honest, if I can convince Lynn, I'm not pulling this stupid trailer anymore. Have I convinced you?
No, I mean, I think for certain trips it works really well. I think if you're going somewhere and you're going to stay parked for a while and you want to take all your stuff with you, I think that's a good thing to do.
But if you're hopping from park to park to park like we are on this journey for warmer weather in Florida, it's getting in the way a little bit.
It is. But I really like having all the stuff.
See, we battle back and forth. So Roads of Life said, I can see you revel in the trailer you're towing. What's the entire length? It seems you can park pretty easily in any kind of parking place. Well, yeah, we've shown pulling into some of the rest areas, and we've been able to find parking because they're made for really large RVs and for tractor trailers. But we're 19 feet here. We have the trailer hitch, and we have the tongue, and we have 8 feet. The way we've got it calculated, we're about 32 feet from the nose of the van to the rear of the trailer. Hope that answers that question. We got a lot of questions about our new camera. Let me read a few. Looks like somebody got a new 360 camera for Christmas. I did. Thank you, sweetheart.
You're welcome.
Loving the 360 camera. A lot of good angles. That's really cool. We do too. And then we had another one. Some of those fly-throughs are making me dizzy. And Lynn has made me take a lot of those out. And as we get more and more accustomed to using this 360 camera, you'll see less and less of the tricks. But you know, it's really new and it's cool and it's hard not to put it in there, but we're trying to use it with moderation. Chris Jankowski said, great video. You guys are such a cute and cool couple. They don't know us.
Yeah.
Question is, what kind of dash cam are you using? How are you getting that really cool split screen where you're driving down the road and looking at each other? Well, that's our Insta360 camera. It has the ability, since it has two lenses facing forward and backwards, for us to show what we're seeing and to be able to look at us and get our reaction while we're seeing that. Now, Chris, that's one of the things that I have to wrestle with, because for me, I'd put that in there a lot, and I had more in that video than we actually showed, because for Lynn,
I don't like it that good. I think everything's good in moderation. I think showing the whole trip might be a little much, but I can see
people like it.
People did like it. I'll be honest with you. They
folks
did.
liked it. And I thought you would too, because it's good to see what we see, but it's also good to see us driving and to be able to see our reactions to things and for you to see our face while we're talking. We're not going to just cover up our videos with that split view, Chris, but we're going to put it in there because it's actually really neat, and that 360 camera really works well.
And it is a big part of what we do and how we travel is we are driving a lot. So
you're probably interested in our videos because you're interested in being in a B-class van or something small and hitting the road and seeing what you can see. So it makes sense to be able to show us and what we're seeing at the same time,
instead of just getting somewhere and showing where we get to.
Yeah, and Roads of Life said, really like the split view of the road and you driving. How's that done, Owen? Is that magic? Yep. It was magic. I asked Lynn for that camera for Christmas, and she got me the Insta360 One X2. And that's the magic of it. Every now and then, we get a comment that we just feel like makes us both smile. And then we read it again, and it makes us smile again. That was the case with one that we received this week, and I'll read it to you now. It came from Impact Mouthguards 3 days ago. Thanks for all your videos. We were just in Florida for a week and added an overnight stop and stay in Cedar Key at the Shell Mound Campground. Would never have found that gym without you guys leading the way. And what did we have for dinner? Creamy spinach tortellini that you made in a different video. Talk about happy dancing. Well, guys, talk about making us do a happy dance too when we get comments like that. We appreciate each and every one of you who take the time to leave us comments and to ride with us in our back seat as we go from place to place.
Join us next week as we continue our search for warmer weather in Florida.
Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay hungry for adventure, and stay connected to us. Happy Tales.
VTL out.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
Later, Gator.
Mwah.
Show me your teeth.